Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm back. I'm back from maternity leave, and it's so funny that on my first Pilates class back, I'm teaching from home because I have a sick little one. So he's napping right now, which is fantastic. So uh hopefully he naps for the next 45 minutes. We'll keep our fingers crossed. If not, dad's back up. He's gonna take care of him for me, so that we can get some movement in because that is much needed, even through stress and all the things. So, welcome back. This is our 45-minute reformer class. I think all of you know me because I've been with you before, but Kourtney Bassett here. And today we're just going to get back into the flow of things. We are starting on our backs today. I'll go ahead and pin my video. All you need is a mat, a carpeted surface, or some sort of blanket or towel underneath you. No other equipment necessary. We're starting laying down on those backs. Knees are bent, hands at the belly, and we're just going to start with our breath. Inhaling through the nose, feel the belly rise up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, pull that belly back in towards the spine. Then deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let the eyes close. And begin to center your mind with the action that you're taking right now in your breath. One more time, breathing in. And exhale, hands come down by our sides. Begin to wiggle those fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe roll out through the wrists, the ankles. And just starting to wake ourselves up. From there, the hands reach overhead, long. Reach with those arms, and then exhale, pull the hands back towards your sides. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, back down by your sides. And one more time. On this next one, pull the right knee into the chest. You can extend that left leg all the way across the mat. Take a moment to roll out through that ankle. From there, we reach in opposition and switch legs. Rolling out through that opposite left ankle. Inhale, both arms and legs overhead. And we'll just begin to alternate, nice and seamless transition here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull the knee in gently. Noticing the stretch through the hips, through the low back. We'll do one more on either side. And from here, both knees fall gently into the belly. We're rocking from side to side. Noticing how that feels at the low back. Dropping our feet gently to the floor. Hands come wide into a figure T. We'll slowly rotate the knees, or drop the knees rather, from one side of the room to the other. As we take our eye gaze in the opposite direction. So as the knees fall left, our eyes look over to the right. And as the knees fall over to the right, we can let our eye gaze look to the left. Finding a nice seamless movement through those hips. We'll do one more in each direction. And release. As the knees come back up towards the ceiling, walk the feet in so that they're parallel with the hips. The arms reach right over the chest. Gently nod the head and shoulder blades forward. Hands come by our sides as we move into our hundreds. Inhale for a count of 5. Exhale for a count of 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw that belly button in towards your spine. Keep those arms pumping really strong as if you were dribbling a basketball next to those hips. You're halfway there. Keep it moving. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Final time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release hands overhead. The legs extend all the way across the mat. I'm not sure what just happened with my video, so I'm gonna go find you guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry, exited off my screen. From here, we're moving into our roll-ups. Reach those arms all the way overhead. Exhale, nod the chin forward, peel the spine off of the mat. Try to keep those heels glued and reach over the thighs, coming down bone by bone by bone. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, rolling up and connect. Reach over the thighs. Go ahead and continue this. So I'll share with you all. I went to a Pilates workshop about maybe 18 weeks after I had Drew. So I was already back at work, and I went to this Pilates workshop, and we did roll-ups, and I couldn't do them. I said, oh no, I'll never be able to do a roll-up again. And they said, you'll just have to take time and practice, and I'm still getting into it. So together we'll just continue to practice these and get better every single week. Hands come down by your sides. Release that right foot to the ceiling. Move into leg circles, and you get to have a kitty with us. This is Katniss, everybody. Drill that belly button towards the spine, shoulders connected to the mat. We're tracing a small dinner plate size circle with that right leg. One more. And reverse it, take it in that opposite direction. Think about hip mobility here. 3, 2, and 1. The knee falls into the chest. Roll out through the ankle, preparing for some larger beach ball size circles. Flex the foot, drive that heel to the ceiling. Hands come down, leg sweeps across the body and around. Remember, we're thinking about tracing our heel along the outside of a beach ball. Go ahead and reverse it. 4 in this direction. 3, 2, and 1. As that knee comes into the chest, gently slide it outside of the body for a little inside stretch. And then bring it all the way across the body for a nice rotational stretch. All right, hips come back to the mat. We'll reach that right leg all the way across the mat. Left leg reaches to 45 degrees, and we start with that small dinner plate size circle. Check in with the belly. Is the core engaged? Are we working to sync up our movement with our breath? 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse it, opposite direction. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. The knee pulls into the belly. Roll out through the ankle. We're headed into those large beach ball size circles. So flex the foot, extend the leg up to the ceiling. We bring the leg across the body and around. 3, 2, and 1 more at the top. Reverse the direction. The leg goes out, around, and up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that knee into the chest. Gently slide it outside of the body, finding that inner thigh stretch. And then bring it all the way across for that figure 2 stretch. Looking in the opposite direction here. And unwinding, planting both feet towards the floor. We're moving right into our Pilates 5 ab series. So we start today with our single bent leg stretch. Head and shoulder blades come off of the mat. Hands find the right shin bone. Make a nice strong arm reach for that shin bone. Left leg extends out. Take an inhale, exhale, switch. Reach out with precision. We're taking these really slow. Extend and switch at any point. Know that you can always bring the head and shoulders down to the mat. Our goal here is to keep those legs under control using our core strength. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more round. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Both knees fall into the chest. Hug the knees in tight for double leg stretch. We reach hands and feet out in opposition. Sweep those legs back in towards the belly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull in with control. Good. Two more. Connecting those heels at all times. Zip up through the inner thighs and release. The toes reach for the ceiling. We'll let our hands find our calf muscle or our hamstrings for a single straight leg stretch. Big stretch for that hamstring. And release. Other side. Lowering the right leg, then the left. Go ahead. Know that that hand can reach for the hamstring. Head and shoulders can come down to the mat. Whatever you prefer. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Two. And one. Fantastic. Take those toes up towards the ceiling. Hands can be by our sides or behind the base of the skull for leg lower, leg lift. Lowering those feet about 6 inches and then lifting them back up. Other great option, moving into toe taps. For toe taps, we could alternate legs, or we could do this at the same time, both legs dropping down simultaneously. We'll all do two more. Last one. And release, planting our heels towards the floor. Hands come behind the base of the skull if they're not there already. Head and shoulder blades lift up and over to the left. Come back to center and bring it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate to the right. Back to center and release. Yes, we're taking crisscross a bit slower today, being more intentional with those obliques. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate, back to center, and down, over to the left, center, lower, and opposite side for the final time, back down, and release. Fantastic. Go ahead, sway the knees from side to side just one more time. When you're ready, we're moving right into our glute bridge sequence. So, heels can walk in just slightly towards those bottoms. Hands are down by our sides. We're actively pressing energy through those arms. Take a big inhale, exhale, press up in one swift movement. We found our flat back bridge, and then we lower the hips down. So we're taking the legs straight up and straight down. Find that deep connection throughout the entire foot. So all 10 of our toes are pressing into the mat. Lower and lift. Inhale and exhale. How's your core? Do we feel that engagement through the belly? If not, think about pulling your belly button towards your spine. We'll do 3, 2, and last one. Hold the hips lifted. Can you create a bit of space between your chin and the chest? Core stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you roll down, the top of the back rolls down, the middle of the back, and then the pelvis. We release, then we scoop through the pelvis, peel the spine up bone by bone by bone, and lift all the way into that bridge again. Go ahead, release down. 1 vertebra at a time. Relax into that movement, and then immediately peel the spine back up. Inhale out through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Final time. Scoop through the pelvis, lift up bone by bone by bone. Come up tall. Release it down One slow vertebra at a time. All right. Feel free. Sway the knees if you need to, or if you want to. It sometimes feels pretty good. But from here, we roll ourselves up, moving right into our spine stretch forward. As our legs elongate across the mat, we'll sit up really tall. Heels flex, arms float out in front of us. We've got a nice long neutral spine. Roll the head forward and round over the thighs as if making a rainbow over them. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Nod the chin forward, round over the thighs, and pull your belly button back in towards the spine. Roll forward, belly button pulls back. Release, keeping that space between the shoulders and the ears. Holding one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. And coming up tall. Arms reach out in opposite directions. Feet come a little bit wider for soft. So we'll rotate towards one side of the room. Roll the spine down, reach from the outside of the foot, pulse it for 2, come back up, rotate, roll down, reach, pulse, and lift. Let's speed that up a little bit. Rotate, roll down, rotate, roll down with that same spinal articulation. Now let's be mindful of those heels. Our heels are staying in place. Our sits bones are remaining connected with the floor, even as we roll down. Rotate. Roll down. We have one more on either side. And release. Hands come back behind us. Shifting onto those elbows for chest expansion. As we open up through the chest, lift one leg, point it up, and flex it down. Yes, we're using that nice strength here and control. One more time, point that up and bring it down. Fantastic. Gently lift yourself up into a seated position. We're coming on to our sides for our side lying work. So our spine aligns with the back edge of our mat. Our feet come forward to that front corner. That way we have a nice little angle in our body. Hips, knees, ankles are all stacked. Start by lifting the top leg and lowering it down. So once we get that top leg moving, let's be mindful of our core. Yes, that 8 to 6 inch band between our rib cage and right below our bottoms. It's all firing and engaging. 3, 2, and 1. Hold the top leg lifted. Pulse it towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the toe and circle forward. Quick, brisk movement with those inner thighs. And reverse it. Holding that leg at the top. We flex the foot forward and kick the leg behind us, opening through that hip. So we flex forward, kick, point back, kick. Forward and back, using that top hand to help us stabilize. Kick forward, kick back for 2. And 1, hold your top leg back behind you, dropping it down, lift it up, make a rainbow over that bottom leg. I'm all about rainbows lately. I feel like it's probably because of all the storms happening. That's what I look forward to in the springtime. We get all these really crazy storms, but sometimes we get some really brilliant rainbows in the sky as well. So maybe we'll see some soon. Tap the toe forward, tap the toe back. 3, 2, and last one, bring the leg forward, shake it out, get a little myofascial release through that top leg. Moving to our bottom leg, reminder to lift that rib cage up, Bottom leg lifts and lowers. If you feel yourselves holding your breath, remember to breathe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3, 2, and 1. Holding the bottom foot up. We're pulsing it towards the sky. 3, 2, and 1. That toe points. You circle the leg forward. 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. 3, 2, 1, release. Fantastic. All right, both legs reach back out. We're going to bend those knees, rib cage lifts, and we start to move through our clamshells, working through that external rotation of our hips. Good. Up and down. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees together, lifting that heel and bringing it down. So now we're working on the internal rotation of that hip. Good. Knees stay together. Fan that hip in and release. Let's do 2, 1. And 1. Fantastic. All right, from here, we're sliding up onto that elbow. Shoulder is right over the elbow. Knees can stay bent as we come into a side plank, or we can take that top leg out, or we could find a full plank. Pretend like we love you at night. Okay, then he's like, why are you home? I never hear anymore. All right, hips are lifted. We're in our side plank. Breathing, stabilizing. Remember, your head is a nice extension of your spine. So you want it to be in alignment. It's oftentimes people want to like drop it here or go like this. No, get it in that nice long alignment. How are we feeling? Good. 3, 2, 1. Hips come down, knees pull in. As we lift up, we'll reach all the way over for a nice side body stretch. Elbow comes down. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sweep that elbow back and let your eye gaze look towards the ceiling. And release. Good. All right. Sweep the legs around. We get to do it all again on the other side. So once again, we align our spine with the back edge of the mat. Once we're settled, top leg begins to lift and lower. Don't forget those feet are slightly forward in front of our body. Top leg, top arm can be here for stability purposes. Thinking about lifting that rib cage off of the mat. 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg, pulsing it up towards the ceiling. Take it up an inch, bring it down an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe and circle the leg forward. Quick, brisk circles. 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. Good. Brush those inner thighs together. 4, 3, 2, 1. The top leg stays lifted. Now flex the foot forward and kick the leg back. Do that with stability at the core. Kick forward, kick back. Forward and back. 2. And last one, kick forward. As we kick back, tap the toe down. Get that long stretch through the side body. And prepare for those lovely rainbows. Tap forward, tap back. Tap forward, tap back. Good. 3, 2. Last one. At the top. Bring it forward. Shake it up. Good work. All right. From here, bottom leg. Remember that rib cage is lifted, that bottom leg starts to lift and lower. You got your stability in play again. Fantastic job. Keep moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That bottom leg pulses up towards the ceiling, up an inch, down an inch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The toe points and we gently circle the leg forward, almost as if we were tracing a circle around the outside of a golf ball. 2, and 1. Reverse it, opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Both legs extend all the way out on top of one another. We'll bend those knees. Rib cage lifts up again, and we move into that external rotation at the hips. Think all these clamshells, but remember, it's all about hip mobility, working through our external rotators. Your glutes are going to feel this. We keep our toes and our heels connected. Good. Stay with it for 4, 3, 2, and last one. The knees come back together. Then we internally rotate at the hip. So you'll feel that hip kind of shift inward. Notice how the heel lifts, the knees stay connected. While we do this, be mindful of that core strength. We'll do 4, 3, 2, and last one. Gently release. Press yourselves up onto that elbow. Shoulder is right over the elbow. We find our favorite plank position. That could be with both knees bent, both legs extended, or here, this nice combination between the two. Head and shoulders, shoulders are stacked, hips are stacked. Our head is in that nice alignment that we talked about earlier. And we're holding our body, not our breath. Don't forget to breathe. Great work. Stay with it. You're almost there. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips come down. The knees bend. We lift ourselves up and float over for that side body stretch. When we're ready, draw that elbow forward and then sweep the elbow back, taking the IVs towards the ceiling. Big inhale, exhale, release. All right. Cartwheel those arms over, tuck the toes under. We're moving through cat and cow for a little spinal mobility. Again, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, round the spine up towards the ceiling, and then drop the belly. Continuing to snowballs that spine. One more time. Round that spine all the way up. Press the floor away. And then drop the belly through the IVs and towards the base boards. And then pull that spine back into a neutral position. From our neutral position, we extend the right arm forward. Now let's take the left leg back behind us. Working on our spinal balance or spinal stability. Hold, hold, hold. As that hand and knee come down, prepare the other side. Left arm reaches forward. Right leg extends back. Root is engaged. We hold it and release. Continue that opposite arm, opposite leg reach. Hold for a brief moment and then connect and take it over to the other side. Good, that eye gaze is looking down towards the mat. Do one more on either side. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. And then back down. Now, we find our favorite push-up position. We have tricep push-ups coming in. So we've got either a quadruped position, drop the hips forward for a kneeling push-up position, or we can go from our full push-up position. You get to choose what works best for you. We take it down and up for 6 tricep push-ups. Take those at your own pace. When you're done with your 6 tricep push-ups, we press all the way back into a rest pose. All right, knees apart, toes together, and shift all the way to the mat. Letting ourselves just roll through those ankles, wiggle the fingers, and breathe. From here, we press some energy through those arms, lift the hips, knees come in, and we slowly drop all the way to the mat on our belly. Hands come right here next to our shoulders. With the eye gaze down, gently lift up into extension and release down. Inhaling, you lift up only the back and release to the mat. Notice how the tops of the toes remain connected with the floor below. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We'll do 3, 2, and one more time, lift up. As we lower, we'll take one hand on top of the other. Forehead connects with the tops of those hands. Right leg lifts up, and then the left. Alternating those legs. Feel the glutes engage. We lift up and lower down. 3, 2, and last one. Bringing it down. Hands come under the shoulders. Tops of the feet remain connected. We press all the way up for swan. Unloading that spine. Hips stay down. And then we release back towards the mat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, press up. Good. A great way to move into spinal extension. Keep all of that weight in the arms as it presses you up and nice and strong. Come down using that arm strength. 2 more. Last time. Press up. As you come back down towards the mat. Knees apart. Toes together. Shift back into your rest pose. Taking that right hand, threading it through the window that your left arm has created with a nice little rotational stretch through the back and through the shoulders. And slowly but surely, we switch up and over to the other side. Left arm threads through the window that our right arm has created. From here, both hands come back to center. Our toes will tuck under. As we lift forward, we'll sink our heels towards the floor while our hips reach for the ceiling. into three, or sorry, into down dog. We're going three-legged dog in just a moment. Notice an opportunity to alternate knee bends here. 3, 2, 1. Heels press down. The right leg extends all the way up into three-legged dog. Gently pulling that right knee forward to the right hand, finding pigeon. We can come down onto those elbows, furthering or deepening our stretch. With a breath, a big inhale, followed by a big exhale, sinking further into this mobility of the hip. Hands can come down, chest lifts up, and our back toe falls under, finding three-legged dog on the opposite side. Lifting up. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. We pull that left knee towards our left hand. Coming through into pigeon, falling a bit further into our stretch here. Once again, we use that exhale to fall a little bit further into the stretch. And when we're ready, the hands press back up. We'll sink over to one side, drawing the back knee in. So we found a Z sit here. Nice little Z shape or zigzag shape through the legs. Hands come back behind us and we'll sway the knees from one side of the room over to the other. Once again, working through that hip mobility. We'll do 3, 2, and 1. Lift yourselves up and come forward, finding your favorite seated position. Legs could be out. They could be in crisscross like you see here. We're just going to start to roll the shoulders back. From here, we drop the shoulders down, releasing one ear over to a shoulder. Draw the chin down towards the floor. And then let your eye gaze look up towards the ceiling. As the head comes up, we'll switch over to the other side, dropping our ear. Then releasing our chin. Looking up towards the sky. And then up we go. Roll those shoulders down. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, sweep the arms back down. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, rotate through the torso. Inhaling up. Exhale, rotate other side. And inhaling for the final time. Exhale, release. Great work. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to tell your friends, colleagues, anyone who's interested in joining us. Hopefully next week we're not from my living room, but if we are, we will still be here together and we'll get some great movement in. Y'all have a great rest of your week. It's good to see you.